Welcome to Unit 2.6. In this unit, we're going to explore the if function again, but how do you put more than one if statement into one formula? As I mentioned before, this is referred to as a nested if statement. In other words, there are many ifs within that one if function. So let's have a look at this example. In this example, if the mark he gets on his test is greater than or equal to 80, he gets an A. Greater than or equal to 70, in other words, between 70 and 80, he gets a B. Greater than or equal to 60, in other words, between 60 and 70, he gets a C. And anything beneath that, it should say, let's be kind and put, keep trying. As you can see, there are many statements or logical tests in this particular formula, and this is where we require a nested if function. It is not the only way to do things. You could also do this in a VLOOKUP, which we'll explore in the next unit. So let's start. Equals if. First thing it's asking is for the logical test. So if what? If that cell is greater than or equal to 80. That is my logical test. That's my condition. Let's put our comma in. The minute you put a comma in, the value of true goes bold, because that's what it's looking for now. What must it do if it's true? He must get a. Remember your quotations because it's text. Comma. Now it's looking for what if it isn't more than 80, which in this case it isn't. What should it do? The value of false becomes your next if. So if it's not met, go and read the next if. If, what's our next test? That cell is greater than or equal to 70, comma, he gets a B. And if it isn't met, value of false again, go and read my next if. He gets a C. And finally, we don't need to write another if for anything else, for the keep trying or under 60. If that isn't met, and that isn't met, and that isn't met, then just go to that value of false at the end, which is keep trying. So no need to write another one over there. Okay, as I enter, it will ask you if it can close all the brackets at the end. In other words, we've got 3 if statements, therefore we need 3 brackets at the end. So say yes, let's correct it. And he would get a B. And keep trying, keep trying. Let's change this to 89. You'll see it changes to an A. What you always need to be aware of when you're typing formulas, you'll always see what part it's looking for because it will go bold. And if you've made a mistake, let's put a semicolon there after the logical test. You can see that value of true is not going bold, which means I've made an error in that first part. So let's just backspace and comma. And as you can see, value of true went bold. Let's practice with another nested if. In this particular example, if their salary is over 400,000, it should say senior. If it's between 300,000 and 400,000, a middle. Between 200 and 300, a junior. Otherwise, it should just say general staff. So equals I. If that cell is greater than or equal to 400, 1, 2, 3, let's put a comma. Value of true's gone bold. What must it say? It should say senior. Comma. And value of false, read my next if. That cell is greater than or equal to 300, 1, 2, 3. He is a middle manager. Value of false, our last one. It's greater than or equal to 200,000. He's a junior manager. And that's the end of all our conditions. And so it's looking for that final value if false, which in our case would be general staff. Enter. Let it correct and close the brackets for you. And there you have it. Anything over between 200 and 300 is a junior, anything over 300 is a middle, and the higher salaries here are senior, and anything underneath that would be your general staff. Let's make this a higher salary. And you can see you should always test your formulas as well. Try and test for every eventuality. So you can see you've got your condition, your value if true, and your value if false becomes your next if statement.